Creative, I saw you come in top of the day to you. People, let's go ahead and let's do this. All right. All right. First of all, I'd like to welcome everyone to the first episode and basically the kickoff. No different than any other pilot, something you want to put into play and give it a chance and see how it goes. So, welcome once again to the first episode and kickoff of Morning Coffee, no sugar, no cream. I am your host, CD Taste, and today's guest will join me, an amazing panel, should I say, an amazing box up of guests, because one of the things we do is we box up here. It would be amazing if you had a panel and you had a stage, you could put everyone on. But in a sense, I guess we can. What will we be discussing today? In a sense, it's to me, an inspirational quote, and it's all about perception. And that's one of the big things that this show will be about. It's to understand that, people have different perspectives and different perceptions on what they may read, what they may hear. And that's what it will be all about on today. In short, now, just to give you all a little more detail, this particular quote one of them anyway, that we will discuss comes from none other than Confucius. Now, if some of you all are not familiar with who Confucius is, I'll break it down. It's Confucius, and well known as should I say, a scholar. But one of the most important things I loved about Confucius was he was known for his writing. He was known for his scholarly knowledge and things of this nature. But one of the most coolest things to me was the fact that no one ever thought about the role that he played with the military in being a tactician. Put it all together, very amazing person from my perspective. However, it's not just about my perspective today, it's about everyone else's as well. All right, so first joining me, I will bring up none other than, let me give introduction as introduction is due. I will simply say that this person is a top badge right here on the tag app with you all. Um, I went through the process of selection and everything, and who exactly to bring on and who to ask to be a part of the panel slash the box up today. And I had to give careful thought. One of the reasons is, as I said, motivational. You think of people who give inspiration, who give motivation. And one of the things I love about the quality of this person is the fact that every time you mention something, you understand, they're like, I'm on board. I'm in there, no hesitation. I'm on board. I will support you, and truly stand on their word. I love that. I appreciate it. So, bringing first to the box up is none other than Lady Shimmer.
Good morning.
Lady Shimmer, how are you?
I am wonderful. How are you? Good morning, everyone.
I am doing pretty awesome. Thank you for asking. As I was stating, I love the fact that no matter how many people I see you interact with, you are constantly like that backbone support. Like, I'm here. Let's just go. We can do it. We'll find a way. Let's just make it happen. So, with that being said, Lady Shimmer, go ahead and share a little bit about you right here on the streaming platform in the app.
Well, hello, everyone. I am Shimmer, Lady Shimmer to some. I am a top badge here on the Tagged app, soon to be 2 years in October. I love people. I am an advocate for people. I am actually a night shift worker in the medical profession. And to see me, it's not common, but it's also not rare. I love to be in the back end of things. I don't have to be in the forefront, but I like to be effective. So I am truly, truly honored, CD, to be asked to be part of your launch, part of your kickoff, because this is going to be a featured event. And I can't wait to say I was here with you. I thank you. Hey, everybody.
So if you all didn't get it, that's what I'm talking about right there. Very forward thinking, very motivational, and I love that. So the other person that will be joining us on the platform this morning is none other than, I call her the Queen of Affirmation. I love when I do catch her on, and she goes through this series of nothing to but to me other than to affirm, you understand what life is going to be for you. We can easily get up every day and just go through it and be okay with it, but what happens when you understand it's reinforced, you understand, with someone, but then it begins to get instilled in you, and it becomes part of your morning affirmation. You begin to look for it then, because every day is not the same. So let's see, none other than the Queen of Affirmation, Peace. If you haven't requested, please come on up. Alrighty, and here we go.
Hello, grand rising,
Oh,
everybody. Welcome to a brand new day filled with endless opportunities and possibilities. Thank you, CD, so much for having me today. Thank you, Shimmer. I thank you both for being such an inspiration, to so many people for your platforms and everything that you do. You guys are really helping people, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful for you guys considering me to be on your show with you today. CD, thank you.
thank you. Thank you. Of course, as you see, I don't have to just address what we just experienced, right? She comes right in the box, and the affirmations get going. First of all, let me thank both of you all again for being here on this morning. I know people have busy life schedules and things, so thank you for making that time to be here. I also appreciate the fact that you both are super lovely today. You're dressed up, you're looking spectacular, and what other way to do it than to look like we are about to do something? We're about to go somewhere, and we're about to set it off. Thank you all once again. So, Lady Shimmer, I will go to you first. And I want to start off. If you had an opportunity to read over the quote by Confucius, and I know a lot of people probably like Confucius. Yeah, it's Confucius. Several other people that I definitely take interest in have been none other than Martin Luther King, Confucius, Mahatma Gandhi. Those that should I say inspire and instill in us to keep going no matter what. So, with that being said, Lady Shimmer, let me start off with you.
Well, would you like to recite what
Oh,
you
sure, by
read?
all means. So, for those that do not know, let me go ahead. Here's the quote that we're making reference to. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. And very simple. However, it's all about what you take from it. Lady Shimmer, your perspective.
For me, everyone is made in his image, his as in the Lord, whomsoever you serve or worship. Everyone is made in his image, in his likeness, but yet everyone has that different quality, such as everything has that different aspect that you see. I see maybe orange because that's my favorite color. Uh, Peace may see red, creative sees blue. Those are the things that catches your eye. Some people see lips and hips, some people see beards. It just depends on the actual person. Most of the time you have to look a little deeper. When you don't see it on the outside, it is dwelling within the inside. It doesn't always pour out, you have to dig at it. And that's when the true beauty shines for me. That's where I take from that. You'll say, oh, that's somebody's garbage, but that's also somebody's treasure. You never know.
I like that. So, let me ask you then, what actually would you say is your first insight as to how you perceive people. You named off several things from, you understand it could be the physical appearance. What is it that you notice the most, you understand, in those encounters and interactions as well?
In my work life, I notice usually the anxiety level. It can make or break the whole experience. Because if you're not okay, anything else you touch or want to do is not going to be okay because you're not going to be able to give it your all. I'm a calmer and I love to take on anybody else's burdens. I am others' peace, so to speak. And that's what I like to sit there. Let me help you with that. Let me guide you with that. So I like to see your inner side. I like to see who you are in front of me and away from me. I want to see who you are because that lets me know that I have nothing to worry about. You just you. And that's be the best you can be. Try not to be nobody else because they're out. I know Beyonce want to be me. God knows she wants to be me. And she can't. I was here first. You know what I'm saying? So try to be who you are and let that shine. That's what I see first in
All right.
each and every person. I find a story about everybody.
Nice. Definitely. I like that. I'm gonna come back with a follow-up question. However, I'm gonna shoot over to Peace first. And Peace, if we could address the same thing, I will read the topic once again, or the quote, should I say. Everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it.
So my thoughts on that, you guys, is um, the perception about beauty is subjective because everybody has their own definition of what beauty is. So that's why I say that. So, and also, if you can find the beauty in the things, that's what makes that experience more great. That's just basically what makes that experience more gratifying and, satisfying. So, like what Shimmer was saying, somebody's garbage, somebody's trash could be somebody else's, treasure. I saw something the other day. Somebody was walking through a landfill, nothing but trash. You'd be like, ew, germs, disease, all of that stuff. But you know what they were doing? They were picking out clothing and they started making things from the garbage. They started recycling. They started I saw this beautiful girl dressed up, in stuff that they got from out of the garbage. So I was like, isn't that something? They didn't see the value in what they were throwing away, so somebody else saw value in it and they made it into something. So that's my perception of beauty. Everybody, if you can just see the good, in something or the beauty in something, it was created. So that should just be good enough that it was created. But everybody have different mindsets. You may think something is beautiful, they may be allergic to it or don't like that color. So that's why I also say is subjective because everybody's not going to like it or see it. Almost like a spill on the ground. If you see a spill on the ground, you'd be like, oh, that's dirty. That's, whatever. But if you add a little bit of oil in it and you can see the hues of the rainbow, the colors of a rainbow and all that stuff, that makes it beautiful to me. Whereas though you just see a spill, but I see something within that. I can also make images and shapes out of that spill. So it's the creativity of the mind, and the positive thinking is the mindset that makes something beautiful or not.
Wow, that is, you know what? That again goes along the lines of that amazing perception. Now, let me hit you with a question. Do you
Hmm.
feel at times personally, just yourself, with the quote in mind, everything has beauty, but not everything, not everyone sees it. And would you, how would you explain sometimes if, that were something that invoked a feeling in you, the beauty of you and someone not seeing it?
So I would say everything is not for everybody because everybody's not going to see the beauty. Everybody can't. It's almost like switching your mindset. It's like you see it as issues and problems. I see it as a challenge, you know? So it's the same for me. Some people can see it, some people can't, but if you are with the right person that brings out that positivity and stuff like that and helps you and guides you to see those things, I think it'll be better, you'll have a better perception. But everybody's not going to like what you like. Everybody's not going to see the positive in everything or the beauty in everything. And again, I think it's the mindset.
Wow, that's awesome. Lady Shimmer, back to you as you sit there quietly and patiently. Thank you. And the same application, you understand. Everyone and everything has beauty, but you understand, not everyone will see it. And what would you say is the ideal of how people miss, you understand, that beauty about you at times?
For me, the beauty in me not being the outward appearance, it would be my positivity. I'm going to find something positive in mostly everything. I don't care how small it is, that's going to be my ray of light, and I'm going to stand on it. I'm not going to take sides. I'm not going to belittle anything that I don't agree with or oppose, but I'm going to stand firm. And to be the fact that I am strong within that positive should say enough about me. And most positive things are beautiful because they tend to shine bright.
Okay, here we go, people. We're getting perceptions and perspectives from none other than Lady Shimmer, top badge Lady Shimmer. Let me not leave that out. One of the most beautiful things you can do in life is give people their accolades and achievements and just to recognize them, a little bit of that positive motivation, you all. Uh, Once again, Lady Shimmer, top badge Lady Shimmer, that is, and none other than, as I call her, the queen of affirmation, peace, love. Let me quickly throw in a note just to say to those that are just joining the stream, welcome to the first episode and the kickoff of Morning Sugar, No Cream. Today's box of guests are none other than, as I just stated, top badge Lady Shimmer, and as I said, the queen of information, peace, love. All right, people, with that being said, as I said, this is the first kickoff and pilot run, whatever you want to call it. Uh, that's what this is right now. I know you're coming in and you see a different format and you may have questions. This will be the ongoing Monday format. And of course, on Thursdays, of course, tip the artist. On Fridays, the regular, hey, come on in, let's stream, let's talk about it, conversation topics. However, today, as I said, we will continue this format. Let me make note of this, if nothing else, you understand. Uh, Here, morning coffee, it's not about race, it's not about color, it's not about your creeds, it's not about your ability or disability in life, nor your choices or preference. It's simply life. And it's about us being able to share those thoughts and opinions with one another without judgment, just to be heard. And I think that's one of the most amazing things in life is not just to be seen, but to be heard as well. It makes me think of some of the things touched on between these two ladies this morning on in the box up, and how the reference of seeing things, you understand, in a physical beauty and sometimes missing the inner beauty. We can see outwardly, wow, beautiful, unbelievable, amazing. I think Lady Shimmer made reference to curves and attributes and things of that nature. Yeah, you may see all of those things, you understand, but how long do they last as well? Let me stop. All right, let me continue on and keep it going. Once again, I want to thank my panel here this morning as we continue. But now I want to slide in onto something else. And I want to ask, what would you say that has given you you understand the outward look of life, and seeing people, you understand, as we stay with the topic for now, because I'm gonna slide something in on you in just a few, another quote that I didn't give you in the for, in advance. But at the same time, I just want to know, what do you feel has been your development in life? What you understand, what is family dynamics, what is community, what has given you the footing in life to see things the way that you do?
Hmm. Uh, for me, if you want me to go first, for me, uh, when I changed um my career,
Hmm.
I was in retail management. I was in business. I have two bachelors in business administration and humanities. I was running retail, I was traveling, I was doing all the things on the edge, on the break of all new fashion, all this kind of stuff. District supervisor, regional supervisor, and then my mother became diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. Back then, they did not have all the uh, treatments available. She took two things in life. She took Bufferin and Tylenol. That was it. And then they ended up giving her a steroid called prednisone, and it puffed her up. She was a little something. Listen, out of all my siblings, none of us had any medical background. And I said, okay, I'll do it. I'll bite the bullet. I got a part-time job in a hospital. And we now know what's going on with me now. I'm loving my career. Sometimes you have to make sacrifices. You may not know how blessed or how great, how fortunate, how gratifying something can be, which is all equal to beauty until you get into it. When you think of working in a hospital setting, you think of changing dirty diapers. You think of people eating and food is all over the place. You think of making bed. You think of call lights. You think of angry people, angry visitors, same person calling over and over again, wanting information on their family members. You don't think about the people that get discharged with their brand new little baby. You don't think about the people that came in and had to have surgery. Here I go. And they make it. That's the beauty. You got to go through to get to beauty. That's life. And I enjoy every bit of it. That is my experience.
You
That's
get
good.
my wow this morning for that because yeah, wow. I'm gonna leave it right there because I'm gonna come back and address you in a second. But go ahead, peace.
So, everything for me starts with family. It starts with watching my mom grow up, taking care of people kids, doing hair. My dad was instrumental, was in bands, so they were always giving, whether it was to neighbors. They were always giving. So growing up, I saw the blessings in what they were doing, and that led me on my journey. It brings me pleasure to help people look good, smell good, and feel good. Those things, that it brings me so much pleasure, that just to know that I can help somebody feel confident, to feel better, to smell better, to give them advice and things like that. So all of that started at home with my parents, the family structure and all of that thing. And all of that came from love. They are religious people, and but it all came from that sense of love, wanting to give, once and making sure that everybody is okay. So I found the beauty in everybody because I knew that everybody was going through something. So like when they would sit in my chair and getting their hair done and they telling me everything that they're going through, I've had a little girl cry to me because everybody was telling her that she was ugly, and all of those things. So just to encourage her, to make her feel good about herself, to give her tips on how to ignore certain things or just insight on certain things, that fulfilled me. It made me feel good. I used to work in nursing homes. I used to be a pharmacist technician. So my life pattern and what I do in life is to serve people, to help them actually look good, feel good, and smell good. Like literally everything that I've ever done in life led that path. And just staying focused on that, it means everything to me. It literally fulfills me for other people, for me to be able to do things for other people, to make them feel good. And I just think I see the beauty in everything, and I'm positive about everything. And even when you come to me with the issue, we're working on the solution, or I'm going to try to make a joke or let you know that everything is going to basically be okay. Everybody goes through this, and if I can offer my positive advice or something like that, or just something that can help change your mind or make things better, I'm going to do that because I think that we all need to uplift each other. Everybody is going through something. So the motivation and all of that for just for you to be who you truly are inside. I think that, everybody has something, some type of quality in them that makes them who they are, some type of gift, craft, talent, ability, no matter what it is. I can find the beauty in everything and anything because I just don't like people. I don't want people to feel sad or worthless or insecure or like they don't have anything. I want to make you feel fulfilled. When you're in my presence, I don't want you to want for anything. And I just want you to be happy and be truly who you are.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm loving it even more because no perfect way than to choose such an awesome panel this morning just to have this discussion. And now, Lady Shimmer, I noticed something very unique between the two of you. How with peace, it was more of the concern. You understand, what can I do? You understand that to input to implement, how do I get the beauty of you out of you. But now to take note of something else with Lady Shimmer, I noticed the fact that you gave it the how do I say this, that different perspective. You almost wanted to put yourself in their shoes, so to speak. Now I know Peace touched on it as well, but something I thought was very unique was when you touched on the aspect of how we can see things, understand, from a negative aspect so many ways. You were like, we see, we deal with all the things that we consider to be so bad as we continue to go through the phone calls, the people that may be angry, that may be upset, or when is this going to get done? And I can understand that that can be very hectic. But the spin that you caught me with was when you went back and said, you understand, we miss out sometimes, on thinking about the newborn children, someone that had a surgery that went well, and those things as well. I love the fact, going back to peace now, she talked about, the components of the family, how having that mother, having that father was, very intricate in the person that she is. That's what created the detail of, even as we see it in her name, peace and love. And I know I'm jumping between the two of you, but then back to Lady Shimmer, you understand the where she gets to share about her mother, you understand. And the truth be told, I love it because I can relate to both of those aspects. One having had the experience of losing a mother, and also knowing the family dynamics and how important that is in the development of the person that you definitely could be in life. And if you so choose it and pick it, I guess you end up with two amazing people as we have here on the panel this morning. All right. I want to do one other thing. I'm going to slide another, you understand, as I said, not predisposed topic in there. And how about this piece right here? We talk about the beauty, you understand, and how people may see the beauty in someone, or, but how about this? This is another, as I say, Confucius quote, and his quote goes, "Have no friends not equal to yourself." Peace. Take a minute if you would.
So
Go ahead.
I'm going to jump in there and tell you the first thing that comes to my mind. Have no friends that's not equal. I totally get it. You want people that's going to be on the same um I don't want to say mind frame, but you want to be with people that's going to elevate you, that's going to motivate you, lift you up, support you. Those people that have, similar interests and things like that. That makes things work in harmony. Opposites do attract and all of those things, but having someone that you can relate to, that you can share things with, is a you can get a lot of burdens, a lot of things that's going on in your life. You get comfortable talking to them and being able to release. So, and then people with the same mindset is explosive because you can add to each other's life. You can build each other up, and they know exactly where you're coming from and how to support you and what you need. So that right there is the best thing to have, somebody that you can vibe with, somebody that you can share your experiences with and know exactly where you are or how to listen to you, and give you what you need so that you can go further in life, so that you can reach the next level. I think it's amazing to have people around you that want to uplift you, encourage you, support you, love you the way that you need to be loved, talk to you the way that you need to be talked to be inspired to do whatever it is. They make you feel fearless. And I love that. And I think that with that mindset and being around people like that can push you and that can open you up to more things in life, I think that's beautiful. It's not hindering. It's not going to hold you back. They make you feel like you can do anything with the same mindset.
I love that. And that's something I definitely have to say that is very important. But before I get to say anything, Lady Shimmer, please.
You know what? There's a beginning for everyone and everything. And then there is a finish line. You can begin the race with 500 other people, but only one going to come in first, one's going to come in second, one's going to come in third. It's just the fact that you finish is the biggest hurrah right
Yeah.
then and there.
Yeah.
For most people, that's way life is. It's just like that. It's either the beginning, as the old cliche is, once an adult, twice a child. You come in helpless, you grow up, and then if you get up to a certain level, you can become a dependent again. So you know what? At all times, don't look down on anybody because somebody else is always coming.
Yeah.
You all can go together. When you go up, it gets to a point and it gets narrow, which means everybody can't go with you at the same time. But guess what? Bring that one to come right behind you and keep looking up for the one that's in front of you because they're just showing you the way. There's steps, there's levels, there's goals, there's achievements. Everybody reach them at different times. Some people a little slower than others. Motivate each other. What I can't do, I'm sure Peace can do. What Peace can do, I'm sure you can do. Between all of us, we got this. That's that right
Yes.
there is the positive way of looking at it for me, which is the
I
beauty that
agree.
we all can get this together.
Wow. Thank you. Let me pause for a second before I continue. I just want to once again greet those that are entering the stream right now. Once again, let me say it for those of you all that are entering. Welcome to the first episode of Morning Coffee, No Sugar, No Cream. Today's boxed up guests are none other than Top Badge. You know, you gotta put some respect on it when you say it. Top Badge, Lady Shimmer, as you see in the teal green, just adorned this morning and ready for the show. I appreciate that. And none other also than the Queen of Affirmation, because every time she talks, she's encouraging, she's motivated, she's affirming. And you know, it seems like that's her motive and her agenda in life is to get you understand, to believe in yourself along the way. The Queen of Affirmation, none other than peace, love, as you see, as she has the matching hair and attire this morning. She matched it up with the lipstick and all right. Now, let me ask you this then, Pete. I'm going to ask you first, and then go back to Lady Shimmer. Would you could you say there was a time where you understand? And let me reread the quote first of all. It says, "Have no friends not equal to yourself." Where you may have experienced, you know, where you didn't realize the importance of that in life. And what would you say were the effects for you as you moved through life and not realizing something of that nature?
You know, I can definitely say that I felt lost at one point in time. When I had people in my life, it I felt drained. I felt like they were taking from me, and I was not able to get my cup fulfilled again. So, you know, I had people in my life that took me off my spiritual journey, you know, because they didn't believe, and I'm like, okay, let's see what they have. And so it almost felt like they took my gifts and started using it for themselves because it started to benefit them, but they came to me like they didn't believe in it. So I kind of shifted and lost myself at one moment in time, and that gave me a valuable lesson. Oh, and because I totally lost myself in who I was. I was sad, I was crying every day, I was depressed, I had no motivation. You know, I didn't want to do anything for anybody. And, you know, I was just in a pitiful state, you know. But once I started to fast, I started to get back into those things that I used to do, you know, restoring my faith and my religion and all of that stuff, and working on me and what I wanted to do, what brought me joy and stuff like that. I started to feel better about life. I started to jump on this bandwagon. I have all of these reminders up there of telling me not to go backward, okay? Push forward, stay focused, you know, put your all into it. You know, it's just so many things that I have above me right now that keeps me focused on the future and what's more important. You know, I was one of those people that let your opinion dictate how my day was going to go. So I had to get tough, you know, mentally tough, spiritually tough. I can definitely tell y'all when I met my business partner, knowing his background, I had no other choice but to get mentally tough because he would have broke me down. He would have broke me all the way down. But I'm grateful because it was really hard, it was really rough, and it was really tough, but I had to stay true to myself, and I had to stay open, and I just had to get rid of all of the negative things that was around me. But yes, I've had people in my life that took from me, that used me, you know, and I knew these things, but I said, you know what? I don't have to do nothing. I don't have to say nothing because God is going to fix that situation for me. You know, I don't have to cuss you out, bust your windows. All I have to do is be me and live my life. And things are going to come to me like how they supposed to. And whatever you're doing out there, go ahead and do it. You can cheat on me, but guess what? Something is going to happen whereas though you're no longer going to be able to be in my life. So I depended on God for everything. And I had to
Understood.
get back to that. And so that's where I am now. You know, if it don't add up or if it ain't right, he's going to remove it out of my life. So I don't
So
have to wonder. I don't have to be insecure. I don't have to do all of those things because that's not me. That's not what I'm made of. And I'm not trying to go through the illnesses and everything that those negative feelings bring. I don't have to go through that. I don't want to go through
understood. Thank you. You know what? There's nothing like knowing what is your pillar in life. What is your foundation? What holds you together when nothing else will? Lady Shimmer, if I can come back to you now. And just to make reference again, another quote, as I said, have
that. It's
no
mine.
friends equal to yourself. But
I don't
the
know who
question
yours.
being, you understand, was there a point in time,
You took
if
it
you
from me.
understand, where you understand, you didn't realize this about yourself and how it affected the people that were around you and how you interacted with them?
Honestly, I actually learned how to embrace opposing situations or opposition of when it comes to mindsets. Being a country girl, I thought everybody had cows and chickens and and they walked outside barefoot and that was just my mindset until I moved to California. And when I tell you my whole life, I felt like I was living a lie. I was like, these people are not like me. I'm completely different. I'm not worthy of being around all of these kind of folk. Country folk, city folk. This I'm not worthy. Then I began to adapt. I was there 17 months. Well, 18, 17 and a half, too long. But I was there and I learned how to work around it. And that's when I had to learn within me that it's okay to have differences. It's okay to voice your opinion, but it's not okay to do things when it's harsh, when it's belittling, when it's full of anger without remorse and without a learning moment from it. In everything, there's a teachable aspect. And I have to remember, like P said, she got to remember, I got to keep myself motivated because I'm going to have these things thrown at me constantly in my work life, in my church life, in here on the app.
Mm-hmm.
But you got to remember who you are and just let some things happen. And when I tell you the walk has to have sometimes the tears I have to have, it's worth it because it's making me grow as a person too. And hopefully I'm helping that other person with their walk. So it's okay, saying that, things are not the same. They're not equal. It's never going to be. Just keep growing and keep going.
All right, I'm loving this morning. And I guess, I can't omit, I know I slid that one in on you all. And I love, I honestly love being able to give the difference in uh, how you perceive it when it applies to yourself. It's easy, you understand, to hear the quotes and the things that we talk about and to give them an application, in life in general. But sometimes to give the personal application of those same quotes, just to recap those particular quotes that we've touched on today. As I said, by none other than Confucius. I love being able to throw the name Confucius out there because most people wouldn't know, you understand who it is. So in simple term, it's Confucius. I love some of Confucius' writings and quotes and things that you can find. And that's because of, to me, very amazing. One of the things I find amazing about people that have been referred to as scholars, people that are motivational speakers, that people that simply just encourage and affirm, things for life and people, none other than like both of you right here. That's what I see in the both of you. People who you understand not are able just to put an application on someone else's life, but to apply it to their own. And those two quotes that we were talking about was the first, you understand, was everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. So, of course, you understand it's one thing to look externally and see everyone else and what you may find in someone else, but the question becomes bigger when you say, what is it that I find in myself? Now, the other one, of course, was have no friends not equal to yourself. And I think as both our ladies on the panel discussed this morning, you talk about your journey, your walk of life. And in
Mhm.
that journey, in that walk of life, you understand again that application, it's easy to put it on someone else, to measure other people, you understand, and what they're doing or what they're not going to do. But how it's an even greater measurement when you apply it to yourself. And that is something both of you have done this morning. Now, once again, let me throw this in there. As I see, I'm taking note of those people that are coming to the stream. Thank you all once again for being here on this morning. This is the first, you understand, kickoff, the first of morning coffee, no sugar, no cream. And as you see the ladies that are boxed up this morning, these beautiful guests right here that are adorned in beauty. And I can attest to the fact that, not only physically, but internally as well. They walk it like they talk it. All right. None other than our top badge up here, Lady Shimmer. And as you see in the other box, the Queen of Affirmation. I'm just going to keep saying it. Peace and love. All right, people. So let's see. Peace, if you'd like to go first in summary between the two, and I'll quote the two again for you. Uh, how would you talk about, when you give it the application of life, how it may affected your life positively or negatively? I'm going to give you the two, and let's see if we can put them together and make them work magic. One, being everything has beauty, but not everyone sees it. But then the second, of course, being have no friend not equal to yourself.
So, with both of them, the what I see in both of them is a mindset. I see the mindset in both of them. Whether you're a pessimist or optimist, it's what you see. It's what you allow. It's who you around. It's what you accept and what you will not accept. Because life is going to throw things at you. Life is nothing but choices. You choose everything, whether you're going to eat, whether you're going to get out of bed, what you're going to listen to, who you're going to listen to, what you're going to watch. So everything is a choice, and what I see for the both of them is choice in your mindset, how you see things. Are you seeing things in a positive light or a negative light? As they say, half empty or half full, pessimist or optimistic. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I can join both of those together, because that's what I see when you speak of both of those things. It's simply a choice, a mindset, and especially you seeing the beauty in things and other people don't see it. I can see beauty in anything. I try to make beautiful memories in everything. Even if you're going through something, remember the time, or make make uh make memories, things like that, even through death. When people are going through death, remember the good times that you had. Remember the good sayings that they had. And then along with the people, that ain't supposed to be in your life for real or something like that. It's all a learning lesson. You learn how you want to be treated, how you don't want to be treated, how you want to be talked to, how you don't want to be talked to. And it's all an experience. It's all the mindset. You're gonna allow somebody to disrespect you or anything like that. That means you have things that within yourself that you need to strengthen. Why are you allowing these people, or why are you allowing things to happen? Because you can't play the victim role. You can't be like, oh, so and so did this, so and so did that, or this is always happening to me. You also have to be mindful of what you are speaking to. You have to be mindful of what you're listening to, what you're watching, who you listening to, who's in your life, all of the stuff that's going on in their life, because that can trickle down on you.
Mhm.
Okay, guilty by association. Like, so be mindful and careful. But that's what I see in the both of them. I see that it's a choice, your choice to see things in a positive light or a negative light, or whether you want to see the beauty in something or you don't want to see the beauty in it. I see both sides of the spectrum. I can see why you think it's not cute, but I see it's cute, you know? I can see why this person is in your life only for a reason in the season, because they can't lift you up. All they doing is bringing you strife and heartache and stuff like that. So again, I don't want to keep reiterating, but those are the two things that I see in both of those things that you just gave to me.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's, you know what, that is a part of that. And let me ask you this right quick. What is the most inspirational or inspiring thing that you think you could say to anyone that is listening in the stream on this morning?
I can say be you. Be honest with yourself. Be your true self. Don't let anything or anybody distract you, take you off focus for what your goal is. Don't lose yourself in the things that's going on in this world, because distractions happen. And I need for everybody to stay focused, whether it's your health, whether it's your mental stability, because everybody go through something. There's a lot of people that's depressed and all of that stuff. But I just need you to just be focused, be well, stay true to yourself, love yourself unconditionally, protect yourself. If you believe in, if you're a religious person and you have a God or a creator, put your faith in that, because nothing is going to distract you or deter you. All of your strength comes from that, for to build you to become the person that you want to be and a better person. So I would say stay true to yourself, stay true to your faith, and just don't let anything or anybody distract you, because there's a lot of distractions that's going to help you fail. So be true to yourself, love yourself.
Indeed. Thank you. Lady
Make
Shin.
sure,
I love
make
saying that.
listen, make sure. I'm sorry to cut you. I just have to say this. Everything she said, I was saying to me, and to summarize exactly what she said is, do not give a PIECE of your PEACE to just anyone. Do
Yeah.
not give your peace in that peace. Do you hear me? Don't give a piece of your peace to anyone. You self care is beyond neglected. It's beyond the word neglect. Beyond. People do not care for themselves as much as they should, as much as they can, as much as they used to, because they're such guilt. I'm guilty. I am very guilty. But I can tell you one thing also, I love me. And that's the reason why I don't stream as much as I do. I enjoy my personal life. Those that know my personal life knows I enjoy my personal life. But I love it here though also. But if you don't get it here right, you can't keep it here right, which means none of this is gonna go right at all. None of that. You gotta love yourself. Do good by yourself. So don't give anybody a PIECE of your PEACE.
Yes. I like that.
Love that. Way to summarize it up, Lady Shimmer, because I was going to be like, these last 5 minutes yours. But no, I really love this. I think this is something that people should understand the importance of and how relevant it can be in your life. We have mantras in life. We have people that we listen to on a regular basis. I know there are gentlemen here that share motivational quotes amongst each other and with one another. And I just want to say once again, hats off. Thank you, ladies, for being a part of this today. For those that are just entering, I will briefly touch on it once again and say, welcome, even though we're pretty much at the end right now to the first episode of Morning Coffee, no sugar, no cream. You understand? Let's take it straight. And that's the thing. Sometimes you understand, we want to water it down or find a way to make it more pleasant, rather than being able to take it as is. And that's one of the things in life that becomes very important. No different than the two quotes that we used this morning. Everything has beauty, but not everyone, you understand, sees it. That is a reality. Everyone is not going to see the beauty of me. Some people are going to love me just because of the person that I am, and there are going to be some people that dislike me once again just because of the person I am. And the other part is always check your surroundings, know your surroundings. And that is why you see these two lovely ladies, as you see, as a part of the panel this morning for the initial kickoff, is because I can honestly say that when it says have no friends not equal to yourself, I see these ladies as exactly that. You understand? Those equal components, because their support is always consistent. It hasn't changed in getting to know them. People, so once again, take those two quotes if you take nothing else. I want to take one other quote and throw that in there. And by all means, I hope that some of you all may take the time to write some of these quotes down as we are closing and wrapping up here. There's a quote from Eric Thomas, who is a motivational speaker, and some of you all may be familiar with him or not. But one of the things that I learned in listening to some of his footage and reels and so forth. And even he has books that you can listen to. But one of the things is, he asked the question in one of his motivational talks, and he says, what is your relationship with knowledge? And I love to say this and quote it and re-quote it. But the thing you have to know about knowledge is knowledge also requires action. Sometimes it requires a reset of your mind. So no matter how you may have seen things when it comes to the beauty of people and so forth on, or, just the one as in considering someone to either be a true friend or truly not a friend, you may have to reset the way you think. You may have to, you understand, figure out what is your measure when it comes to knowledge in life. Did you want to say something, Peace? By all means, go ahead.
So, to what you're saying, everything is true. Everything, the knowledge and stuff about knowledge, you guys, you can't have enough knowledge. It can save your life. It can save your life out here. Whether it's the herbs and things that you eat for your health,
Yeah.
to learning how to make generators or power stuff, I mean, it's amazing just what we can do just by the thought thinking, it's just amazing. And everything is out here on social media. If you don't know how to do it, they'll teach you how to do it. If you're not into reading books, books will teach you how to do it. I mean, you need knowledge is going to advance you in your life. It's going to help you in your life to get to where you need to go, so that you don't get played, so nobody can tell you stuff and you have to wonder, are they telling me the truth? No, get that knowledge on your own. Okay. What's the saying, y'all? Show yourself approved, or what's the saying?
Which one?
The one when it says show yourself approved. It's about getting the knowledge,
Oh,
not.
rightly dividing the word asunder.
And
I
it's
get where
basic.
you're coming from. Basically,
Yeah.
let me and break down. It's about showing yourself approved, but not only getting the knowledge so that you can redefine it to other people. Break it down in layman terms. I know exactly where you're going.
Right. So yeah, that's just all I wanted to say, about that. We need it.
Thank you. People, thank you all
Thank
once
you.
again. Peace, Lady Shimmer. Thank you as well. If you please throw a hi in the chat right there, right quick, people, if you don't mind. And the reason I'm asking you to do that, hold on. I don't know if, wait a minute. Please, Fave, Lady Shimmer, Fave, Peace. Both of them are streamers, you understand, right here on this platform. And the talk that you heard today is no different than the talk that you can hear from them any day. Go ahead, Lady Shimmer.
I do apologize for coming down out the box. Something just came through my phone and knocked me completely out of it.
No, that's
But
fine.
I do thank you for this opportunity to be co or beside or with my good friend Peace and to actually help be here and supporting you in your endeavors. I'm with you. I'm with you. I think everybody here needs to jump on board. Let's do this. Let's make this a feature show.
Now, did you know Peace was actually going to be on?
No,
So awesome. Thank you.
no.
Thank you once
Hey,
again.
everyone.
All right. People, this is the wrap up. Once again, let me say this. This was the first episode of Morning Coffee, No Sugar, No Cream. And the guests that you saw box up, the beautiful ladies, were none other than Top Badge, Lady Shimmer, and the Queen of Affirmation, Peace, and Love. I am your host, CD Taste. I will be doing this again on next Monday. If you have not hit the fave button on me, hit the fave button. I also will post in the calendar. So if you need to go to the calendar on tag and basically set a reminder, please go there. Thank you, Lady Shimmer, as she did post a tag calendar reminder as well. People, one thing I want you all to know, if nothing else here, is this right here. With morning coffee, no sugar, no cream, you understand? It's not about your race, it's not about your color, it's not about your creed, it's not about your abilities or disabilities, you understand? Nor is it about your choices or preferences in life. That's you. That's your life, and you're the one that has to live it. Once again, I'd like to thank each and every one of you that was a part of this, all the support that you all provided, the love. I thank you. I thank you. And this is me signing off for today. And I will see you again on next Monday with morning coffee, no sugar, no cream. Thank you.